Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night as the forces of Outcast managed to maintain control of the bamboo forest preserves of Ebon Scale. And the Marauders of Stam Out Z keep control of the peat moss bog of the primary oil fields of Weaver's Fen. KOTT News stopped by City Hall in Twillin and spoke with the victors after their victory. Hey, congratulations on your victory. I saw you had a 50-50 on Bravo for most of the fight. They only got two real strong pushes, but you were able to hold them off. Would you care to take us through your fight?
Yes, I will. So, off the bat, we seen that they were rushing B, so we all, strong side B. And then they hit us with a sneaky again, which we gotta get good at. We always get hit with a sneaky. And, just easy farms after that.
Now, I saw there was a little bit of a skirmish there at about the 7-minute mark, but you guys were able to keep your composure. Who was your shout caller tonight, if you don't mind me asking?
The legendary and the only Meowfordin.
Do you have any plans to try to expand your regions?
Oh, yes. The Church of Meow and Meow for Bis and the Word of Meow will be preached in Winterwood Church this Wednesday. Please join us for our ceremony.
Moments later, KOTT News reported to Ebon Scale to speak with Outcast about their outcome. Congratulations on your victory here in Ebon Scale. Was it ever in doubt for you out there tonight?
I think it was slightly in doubt. As you know, John, Panda got married to brother Jeff a couple days ago, so we've been missing a player because he's off on his honeymoon. But he did tell us that the secret tech to winning against emotional damage was to have 4 to 5 muskets on the group 10 without a healer. So we tried that strategy and it worked. I think it worked. So yeah, kudos to Panda once again. Even if he's not here with us, may he go in peace. We're still missing him. He's still helping us out,
Has he still been taking the plundering the coffers of Outcast in order to finance his honeymoon?
No, he is no longer an outcast. He's a vagrant. I think he decided to marry brother Jeff, who is in JW, one of our enemy companies, and then he stole a treasury. So far the story is he's been ousted by Outcast. He's an outcast from an outcast, if you will. Yeah, I talked to him, I asked him for strategies because he's literally the best in everything. You just talk to Panda and you just know, that you're in the presence of a mere god himself.
Returning to our ongoing coverage of the druidic Spriggan invasion, KOTT News crews gave one more attempt at peace last night. Pardon me, JChalant, KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, advocate for peace. Speaking on behalf of the citizens of Eternum, is there any chance that we can have peace? Or will you once again try to distract me with how big of a fish you have caught? Yes, I'm certain that a fish that big is pretty impressive. That's a pretty big fish. I've caught some big fish in my day too. But that is one whopper of a story you're telling when I'm trying to find out if we can have peace between our people. It looks to me that you're not at all interested in peace. Is that what you're telling me? You and your fish. As you can see, the druids seem unwilling to cooperate in a pretty peaceful negotiation. However, I will stay on the scene and try to discover if there can be any breakdown in communication. The Spriggan once again rising from underneath the ground. He's looking right at me. Not this time, big fella. What are those? A new development in the Spriggan. A talk pattern. He is now launching globules that apparently are poison on the ground. Do be mindful of the poison. Before there were far too many people for them to do that, but apparently now that's a thing. Keep an eye out for that. Now the long arms of the Spriggan. Oh, I am trying to do a report here, but this guy just doesn't seem to want to have it as the fire staff union shows him who's... Oh, no. Last night's investigation revealed that the Spriggan invasion forces prefer to come out at night, much like the Freaks. Check recruitment chat for citizens taking the lead on organizing the Spriggan Rapid Response Squads. Checking the Season 1 pass progression, and 2 cards in a row, the activities just weren't in my wheelhouse for the day. But it's another daily example of what can be done just covering the news. Turning to the weather, and while the sun is out, it appears the Spriggan will only appear in the deserts of Brimstone Sands. So if you're not dealing with that, Be sure to check in for corruption invasions popping up across 30% of the island tonight. Another submission for simulated fantasy combat resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it is cardboard. Tonight, the Marauders of Stam Out Z attack the syndicate members of Hostadetos for control of the northern observation post of Morningdale. Stam Out Z have heard the rumors of the recently long-range Doppler echo recordings north of the Death Wall, and they want to position themselves to be first to enter this potential new land. As always, the Syndicate have been for advancing the knowledge of the island for the well-being of the citizenry. They'll fight to hold this position to continue their investigative research for everyone. We'll have any late-breaking outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.